So just had to roll them dice and do the right thing and bet on myself.
It was time to get out, huh?
Time to get out.
I know, man. I'm pissed. Mm-hmm.
Dead or in jail, so you just get away from all of that. And
a couple of Maybachs, then some Rolls Royces, then some watches, buildings, and more.
How about that? Just buildings. Not
Wait,
even
he
like
bought himself. So you ain't. What do you get you? Like as a friend or something?
Every gift is important to me. Every gift is important.
A stunning $42 million scandal has placed Floyd Mayweather under intense scrutiny, triggering anger, confusion, and serious questions about the strength of his financial empire. As the story spread, attention quickly shifted toward Leonard Ellerbe, Mayweather's longtime friend and former business associate. Ellerbe has now addressed the controversy, but his comments have only increased the speculation, with supporters and critics demanding clear answers. The consequences could permanently reshape the reputation of Money Mayweather. An empire once viewed as unshakable now appears to be facing one of its most serious challenges. The alleged $42 million scheme, disputed property transactions, and claims linked to Ellerbe and others have raised concerns not only about Mayweather Promotions, but also about Floyd's carefully maintained image of endless wealth and business success. Although Mayweather continues displaying an extravagant lifestyle, accusations involving unpaid obligations, poor financial handling, and exaggerated income suggest a more worrying reality. It remains uncertain whether this controversy signals the start of a genuine collapse or simply another turbulent episode in his headline-filled career. However, one thing is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. The image of Mayweather as financially untouchable is beginning to disappear.
Might be leaving Mayweather Promotions. Is there any truth to any of that?
No.
That's a resounding no.
So about a week after Leonard Ellerbe said that he was not leaving Mayweather Promotions, Floyd posted that he has stepped down from the company. About a week ago, Blue Blood Sports said the fact that Ellerbe was working with Tank and he's with Floyd is going to bring some type of conflict of interest, and he might as well step down from Mayweather Promotions. Something's gotta give. Well, something gave. Floyd moved on with Richard Schaefer, who, was previously with Golden Boy Promotions, a guy with like over 40 years of experience. I'm guessing Leonard is going to keep working with Tank, but y'all already know what it is, my peoples. Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Peace.
As Floyd Mayweather approaches 50, his social media remains filled with displays of extreme luxury. Private aircraft, diamond-covered timepieces, and other expensive possessions are constantly shown to the public. Critics believe this need to prove his wealth may be damaging his finances. They argue that maintaining such an extravagant image cannot last forever and could eventually leave Mayweather facing serious financial trouble.
They kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old to feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angela started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50.
Questions now surround Floyd Mayweather's highly promoted $42 million investment involving more than 60 buildings in Upper Manhattan. Although Floyd presented himself as the outright owner, reports suggest he may have purchased only a limited stake, with no formal ownership transfer recorded. That contradiction has created doubts about his true role and how openly the transaction was handled.
There's a flex happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. Of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books. Because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled in some sort of business deal?
Many of the rent-stabilized properties may also struggle to produce the expected profits, creating further concerns about flaws in Mayweather's investment approach.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I mean? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot, but even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off apartment.
Beyond that transaction, Mayweather has placed substantial money into other property ventures. One reported investment involves a $10 billion office portfolio operated by 601 companies, featuring major assets such as Chicago's Aon Center and Old Post Office. These projects show Floyd's ambition to create a broad and influential real estate empire. Meanwhile, Leonard Ellerbe, Mayweather's longtime associate and former head of Mayweather Promotions, has remained deeply connected to boxing's business operations. Recent events, however, have raised new concerns about the financial dealings linked to both men.
Floyd that basically gave him $1 million, came out to Vegas, and they had a whole backstory to that. And I'm pretty sure Leonard was around seeing all that. And what you said doesn't sound far-fetched. And I'm not agreeing with you just to agree with you, but like the champ may be hurt just because like you a human being, you could whoop ass, but you're still a human being, right? You may be hurt that you missed a moment. I've also seen guys where, you know, they moment passed and you try to hold on to things and that becomes an element of it. But then also it's just not a Leonard Ellerbe thing. There's a lot of people who may be in position around a Floyd Mayweather, but whatever deal they agreed to at the time didn't allow them to get all the money that they probably could have earned, right? And so he probably sees the infrastructure that Tank doesn't have in the relationship, and he's not saying, hey man, it ain't fuck you, champ.
Ellerbe claimed that Gervonta "Tank" Davis was denied a major payment worth $33 million. The allegation triggered serious questions about how Mayweather Promotions handles its finances and compensates fighters. Davis quickly responded by attacking Mayweather's business skills and implying that his own earnings may have been poorly managed.
Gervonta Davis, but I seen recently that he's actually looking to leave. So how does that relationship work? How does that work as far as, you know, grooming somebody, getting them to a point, and then having some differences?
I've always been a gentleman. I've always been respectful, and there's nothing like taking a kid that come from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multi-millionaire. You know, you meet a kid, he come up to you for an autograph. You sign an autograph for him, then I tell him, in a few years when you get older, I'm gonna work with you and I'm gonna make you world champion someday. Years later, I started working with him, helped him, pushed him to be great. And if he feels like, you know, he's grew wings where he can fly, become his own boss, more power to him.
Founded by boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr., Mayweather Promotions became a major force in the sport. With Leonard Ellerbe overseeing operations, the company staged several of boxing's biggest and most profitable events. From a historic Mayweather-Pacquiao megafight to the blockbuster showdown with Conor McGregor, the promotion repeatedly produced massive spectacles.
17-0 in 12-round fights.
Like he tried to get Pacquiao out of here.
Exactly. Never entered the ring. He didn't get off to his fastest start.
Or fly to the right anytime he gets ready.
Gets him into the corner.
Less. Using the jab as a not more than a rangefinder because it landed to land at the ropes. He wheels off those.
With a sense in his mind that he wants to do, he can do.
Mayweather, because they felt that he was the obstacle to getting the fight made. If
he couldn't fight as he did against Margarito, a much slower opponent.
Came in not really as up on point like Floyd was, and he got a way different
outcome without the tactical ammunition to open up. And in Grand Rapids, Las Vegas.
I want to talk to you about your fight with Conor McGregor.
He's the Caucasian Floyd Mayweather. You know, he's a knockoff version, but
it's a great goddamn comparison right there.
Yeah.
It may be the funniest thing I've ever.
Yeah, he's a hell of a knockoff version.
There has to be a level of respect now after that, because after
I take my hat off to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he a dog.
The best moment for me was after that fight when you guys hugged after the fight, and he was like, I'm mad that they stopped it. You should have just put me down. He said, I didn't have no legs.
I mean, I want the man to have a career after me.
Yeah.
It sounded good when the fight was over.
Yeah.
You know, when I was digging off in his ass, he was like, you know.
What is the conversation about you going into the octagon? Is that a real conversation?
Anything is possible. I can go get a deal right now from the UFC. Probably $4-5 billion deal if that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
During Ellerbe's time in charge, smart alliances, effective promotion, and strong talent scouting helped drive the company forward. He was especially important in guiding Gervonta Davis from a little-known prospect into a major pay-per-view attraction. Known for his knockout power and personality, Davis spoke openly after Ellerbe left Mayweather Promotions.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Canelo Alvarez's 2013 clash with Floyd Mayweather became a major lesson in his development. Although he suffered defeat, Canelo viewed the experience as an important turning point rather than a setback. He explained that the loss taught him how deeply he disliked that feeling and motivated him to avoid experiencing it again. Since then, Alvarez has built an extraordinary career, winning world titles across 4 weight divisions and proving his resilience and determination. Meanwhile, despite the controversies surrounding the company, Mayweather Promotions appeared stable until Leonard Ellerbe unexpectedly stepped down, triggering widespread speculation across social media.
Hi there and welcome to Jam's Boxing Chat. This is just a quick one that the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe, has left his role with immediate effect. He's been replaced by Richard Schaefer. God knows what's going on in the Mayweather camp, but I'm sure we'll find out soon.
Ellerbe's vague Instagram announcement confirmed only that he was leaving, giving supporters little explanation and fueling more questions. The departure came at a difficult moment, shortly after Mayweather Promotions secured a major broadcast partnership with Amazon Prime Video to grow its international audience. Floyd's past has also included repeated financial controversies, including allegations involving unpaid taxes and claims that others were misled. Reports even suggested he was detained in Dubai over an unpaid bill for expensive jewelry. Incidents like these have continued to increase doubts surrounding Mayweather's business conduct and personal credibility.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now, multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Floyd's previous financial controversies continue shaping how the public views him today. Although he presents himself as a skilled entrepreneur, Critics believe he often chooses immediate profits over lasting security. His dealings with associates, business partners, and supporters have led many to question whether Mayweather's fortune is built on careful planning or simply an extravagant public image.
50, aka Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way, if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess
It's about
what?
to drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
There's more
we're not
scamming
done
to be
yet,
done.
and it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he fucking did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.